So hello and welcome back. So today we're actually going to be talking about the grip that these social media has on people. I know some people feel like, no, the social media ain't got no grip on me. I can get off anytime I want to. I'm not addicted to it. Yes, you are. No, but no, I mean, like we've seen it time and time again where you do have people who are legit just addicted to social media. And I'm not necessarily referring to YouTube in this sense, even though I would consider YouTube to be social media, because you do have the discussion forums, you do have the comment section and stuff like that. So I would consider it to be social media, but it's kind of in its own little different zone because you could use it to get a lot of information. It's a video version of Google. I mean, they own the same thing, you know. But I'm referring to, you got the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikToks, all that. And I feel like people are allowing that to cloud their judgment, to kind of control everything they do. I mean, we see what happens when these advertisers start, scoping out the joint. You know what I mean? They see, oh, wow, this person got 100,000. Ooh, this person got 1,000,000. Let me go over there. Let me go over there. Then they're tripping over each other so they could give you that ad money. And then it's like people are just like, I don't want to say use the word slaves, but they're like slaves to the advertisement because that's their money. That's where they're getting their money from. But it's like once they get them ads, these people, oh my goodness, it's just like stuff that they never used ever before. They're like, oh, well, you see this pen? Oh yeah, this stuff. I use this every day. And I use it for my coffee, to go like this. I use it to write. I even use it to, help my hair. It works, you guys. Go buy it. They see those kind of things. I've seen them before. And I'm like, yo, yeah, I don't think you use any of this stuff, and then you get those people that promote like every week, every week, every other day, they're like promoting something new and they're saying that they're using every single one of these products. And I'm like, no way. But I mean, you also get this part within social media where people are constantly like showing off their life. And that also breeds another group of people, those people that have so much hatred in their heart and they just hate you because they want your life so badly, And I mean, you have people who then get upset, like, in more of a depressive state because they can't have what they think you have. They see, oh, I just bought my new car, my new Mercedes. But in all reality, you may have just leased it. You may have just rented it, but you're saying you bought it. So now you got people, admiring a facade, essentially. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things. And it's not your fault one, you shouldn't be lying, but it's not your fault. But it's also a lot of it should go on them too. Because it's like, okay, yeah, you don't have that lifestyle that they have. Oh, well, have the lifestyle that you have. Why do you always have to, I don't even want to use the word admire, but why do you have to envy the next person? Why can't you just be happy for the next person? And I feel like that's also just, spewing out these people that we see that are just so jealous. They have so much hate in their heart because they want to have what you have without doing any of the work. And then you get the lazy people completely. But I mean, I just find it to be very interesting how that works with mostly, in my opinion, mostly Instagram. Facebook, I feel like it's kind of dying out, but Instagram, that's where I see a lot of that. You see a lot of the ads, you see a lot of all that stuff. But Twitter, I feel like for my purpose anyways, when I use Twitter, I use it more so as like a, to get like more like world news, not world news, but I guess just news, domestic news, I guess you could say, but not like Fox or anything, like more so independent media is what I use that for. That and MMA. You gotta have that. But I mean, that's really what I use that for. I don't really use it for anything else. I mean, the most time I spend on there scrolling is probably 2 minutes at a time, and I don't go on there that often. But I mean, you have that, and I find that one to be useful, but you know, because it also allows you to say what you got to say in the most concise form, because you can't have, you know, these jumbo sized paragraphs. Because I've never seen anyone have paragraphs like really long. I think they give you a character count. But I mean, you got that. That's what I use for the news, and I enjoy it. But I also feel like, and it, you know, relates to politics in this way, where you have these leaders, these quote unquote progressive leaders, or independent leaders, whatever they want to call themselves. But you have these leaders who would, you know, they'll get on the social media, they'll get on Twitter, they'll keep tweeting, oh yeah, you know, I feel like this, yeah, we should do that, yeah, this, that, and the third. And then they don't do anything. They rally up all these people, they get millions of, what do they call, followers on there? They get millions of followers. They get hundreds of thousands of followers, and all for nothing. You have all this power. You've been tweeting. You've been doing this. You've been doing that. And then nothing has come of it. And I feel like that is one of the, I don't want to say dangers, but cons of it. Because it's like, yeah, it allows me to say whatever I want to say. But then at the end of the day, when, you know, push comes to shove, when it's time for you to actually get up and do something, nothing's being done about it. And I mean, that's one of the biggest problems that I see with it, because you have a whole platform. You could rally up some people. Hey, we're going to have a general strike. We're going to start it, I don't know, 2 months from now on this day. We're going to make sure everyone gets together. You have millions of followers. You tell me you can't get 100,000 people together, 200,000 people together. You got millions of people following you. I just feel like, well, what's the point of a platform if you're not going to use it for anything good? What's the point of having a platform and you being a politician, you being a progressive or independent, whatever you want to call yourself, and it's going completely to waste? What's the point of that? You know, I'm tired of seeing people who they're just saying, you know, and it's not like you're a regular Joe off the street, you know, it's not like you're me, for example. You're someone who has built this following. You're someone who has ran for office, who have been elected, whatever the case may be, and you do nothing. You literally do nothing about it. So why should we even care what you do? Why should we even care what you say if you're not putting your money where your mouth is? You know what I mean? And, you know, so to speak. I don't get it. But I mean, that's my opinion on this whole Twitter thing. I mean, what's the whole point? Why not just unfollow all of them? Why are you guys even still following them if they're not doing anything? Oh yeah, we need Medicare for all. And then that's it. And then you're just like, okay, well, that's me trying. Good night, folks. And then you're done. Or you're tweeting it at like 1 a.m. or something. You know what I mean? Tweeting at 1 a.m. and you're like, we need it, you guys. Let me go back to sleep and put my eye mask on. Well, what's the point? What's the point? You got all this power and you're not doing anything with it. And then you say that we have to do your job. That's what gets me too, is when you see people on there, on Twitter, the politicians and all that, and they're like, okay, well, you know, you guys need to push your leaders that you guys elected and tell them to do what they should be doing themselves. What? That doesn't make any sense. Well, what? Let's just cut out the middleman. Let's just get rid of you. Well, if it's that easy, I don't understand what the problem is. Let's just get rid of you. Oh no, but you need me here, right? Well, no, we obviously don't need you here if you're not going to do anything. We could just get rid of the middleman completely and get you out of there. And let's just put someone else in that's actually going to do it without me having to then force other people to do it when that's your job. You know, I just find it to be ridiculous. And social media has showed who people truly are. That's one thing I will say. It has definitely exposed who people truly are and what their real motives are. Not just, oh, I want to change the world. I want world peace. I want policy change. No, it shows I want fame. I want popularity. I want to be in office even longer. So let me give the people an idea of what they want. Let me believe that let me give them the belief that I'm giving them what they want, while also screwing them over at the same time. Until then.